In the grid below, A, B, C, D, E, F, they represent the data set written in an increasing order. No value in the data is set to repeat itself. Okay. Now, if you remember what Amu did was to say, okay, this one is going to be data number 1. Okay, this one is going to be 2. Okay, this one here is going to be 3. This one is going to be 4. And this one here is going to be 5. This one here is going to be 6. This one is going to be 7. So the data set, it means how many data sets do we have? We have 7. Okay. If we have 7, what will then help us is to say 7 divided by 2. If we say 7 divided by 2, is going to say which we have 3,5 meaning. Now, meaning our data is going to be divided into 3 and 3. Okay? So we'll come and identify to say, okay, but D here is going to be D. I'm going to be calling these letters according to the things that we know. Agree, we know which D is our Q2. Q2 is going to be equal to D. I'll come and tell them later. Which our minimum is going to be A. Okay? And then what is going to be our max? Our max is going to be equal to what? To G. You see what it helps? Because these are things that we are used to. We know max. We don't know G, but we know max. Okay? So instead of writing it as max, I can write it as G. I say my max is going to be G. Now, if this is Q2, it means our P. What is going to be our P? It means we can tell them which Q1 is going to be equal to what to B. If that's the case, what makes our F to B? Then it means which Q3 is going to be equal to what to F. Everyone is happy there. So now let's go to the statement. We are going to go through the statement one by one, exactly the way it's given. So they say to us, we are given the maximum value again. The maximum value is 52 again. We already told them which one is the max. Max is G again. What will come and say G is? So we'll say G is going to be equal to what? 52. And then we'll get a mark for that. The max is G. So instead of max, we can say what? G again. Now, what do they give us here? They say the range. And Elena knows what is a range again. What is a range? This is max minus mean again. But based on the letters that we already chose here, what is the max? What is the max? It's 52 again. Minus, what is the mean? We already said what is the mean. Using the variables that they gave us for it. A. It's A again. But now, this thing here, which is the range, is going to be written as what? As we want to get A here. How will you get A if it's you here? You're going to transpose what? You can take A to this other side again. If you take A to this other side, it becomes A plus 41 is going to be equal to 52 again. You take 41 to this other side, it says which A is going to be equal to 11. A is going to be equal to 11. And then you come and update your diagram and say this one is 11. And then this one here is 52. So you get your second mark now. Are we still together there? Okay, what did you say then? We said we also have the median. Median is equal to 21 again. Now, what is our median? We already told them what is our median. It's D again. So that one is straightforward. We come and say which D is going to be equal to what? 21. And then we get another mark. Let's update this. This is going to be 21. Are we still good then? Okay, the next question they say the difference between the median. The difference between the median. They're being specific here. The difference between the median again and quartile, the upper quartile, which is Q3. It means in other words, they're saying if we go to Q3 minus Q2, because they say the median and the upper quartile is going to be equal to what? To 40. But now, we already know what is Q3. Q3 according to the alphabet. What is Q3 according to the alphabet? It's F. Minus, we know what is Q2. What is Q2? It's 21, which is going to be equal to what? 14. Take this one to this other side. It says which F is going to be equal to 35. Another mark for us. And then what they went on to say, they say the interquartile range is 20. What is the interquartile range? Interquartile range is IQR again. IQR is Q3 again minus Q1. Based on the letters that they gave us here, what is going to be Q3? Again, they told us what is IQR. What is IQR? It's 20, which is going to be equal to what is Q3? 85. It's 35 again. Minus, if we are using letters here, what is going to be Q1? It's B. Take this one to this other side again. And then you take this one to this other side. It says which B is going to be equal to 35 minus 20 again. What is 35 minus 20? 15. It's 15. Is it still in an ascending order? Because it needs to be in an ascending order. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. We know what is F. F is equal to what? 35. Okay? We are missing C and E. Yeah? But look at what they're saying here. They're saying E is 2 times C. You see that? Okay? E is 2 times what? C. Meaning, in other words, instead of writing C here, I can write, instead of writing E here, I can write it as what? As 2C. Instead of writing this thing here as E, I can write it as what? As 2C. Does it make sense then? Now, because we have the data and then we did a question like this one whereby we're given a variable. If learners are given a variable and then they're given the mean, they can use the mean. I think this one here is 11. This one here is 15. This one here is C. This one here is 21. This one here is C. This one here is 35. This one here is 52. Now remember, there was a question that we did whereby we had X and X. Still remember that again? We could have had X and 2X, doesn't matter. And then we were told what was the mean. Let's check, what is the mean? The mean is 26 again. How do you get the mean, by the way? Let's remind each other. How do you get the mean? We get the mean by adding all the values again. Now, if you add all the values, let's go and add them. So we can say 11 plus 15. 11 plus 15 is 26 again. Plus C. C is not a like term again. So we're going to leave it like that. Plus 21. What do you get? 47. Plus C and C are like terms again. What is going to be C plus C? This is going to give us 3C plus what you get if you add all these numbers here? 134. So we can say which this is going to be 134. How many values do we have in total? We have 7 values. Then we're going to divide by 7. But we know what is the mean. What is the mean? The mean is going to be equal to what? 26. We want to get C here. How would you get C? Okay, we cross multiply. If you cross multiply, you say this one multiplied by this one. It says 7 multiplied by 26 again. Eh? Yes. Okay, you get what? 150. Plus 134. You said 134, yeah? Okay, you take this one to this other side. What did you get for this one? You said what? 48. 140. 182 minus 134, which is going to be equal to 3C. Okay, what you get? 48 divided by 3C. Again, divide by 3, divide by 3. It says what is going to be our C? 16. It's 16. Then we get 1 mark for it. That makes sense. Let's check. So we have 16 here. Yeah, maybe these 2 marks, we would have lost these 2 marks again. And then what is going to be our last but not least, the last one? It's E, né? Our E is going to be 32. Then we'll come and tell them, which therefore E is going to be equal to our 32. And then we get our 7 mark. Now, we can come and do this one then.